this is going to be a good weekend in racing, folks. So let me tell you the top 10 races you can tune into this weekend. Hey, folks, and welcome back to another episode here at Race Plaza Media. My name is Pia, and as per usual on Thursdays, I break down for you what you can watch and where you can watch it. Lots of the big ones are back this weekend. We're getting very close to the end of the season for many leagues. Some of them have already finished. However, there's still some really fun racing happening this weekend that I recommend you tune into. So let's just get right into it. First off, of course, the guys from Formula One are back. They're heading to Sao Paulo this weekend at Interlagos. They'll be racing another round on their calendar, and it's a great race to watch. I mean, Sao Paulo last year was insane. We had an incredible rain race. We had 2 Alpines on the podium. So I have high expectations of what will happen this week. I mean, I'm not expecting craziness like last weekend, but there's still a lot in play for. I mean, we have several people competing for the driver championship, so we will see how things will pan out this weekend. As per usual, you'll be able to watch it on F1 TV here in the US. For number 2, there's a lot more happening at Interlagos this weekend and some free options as well. So that's why I want to shout out the F4 Brazilian Championship will be competing there this weekend as well for their round 5. And as per usual with F4, you'll be able to tune into that for free on YouTube. And in number 3, the last race I want to highlight that is happening at Interlagos this weekend. This time it's a one-make championship. It's the Porsche Carrera Cup. Brazil will be competing there this weekend as well. This is also for free for you to watch on YouTube. As per usual, we love highlighting the free ones, the things that you can watch on YouTube, because not everybody can afford or wants to afford all these paid subscription you need for many of the big racing championships. And these ones are still super, super fun to watch. They're highly competitive. There's sometimes a little bit more elbows out. There's a little bit more to fight for in terms of there's still places to move up to. So I highly recommend you tuning into it. In number 4, since we already talked about the Porsche Carrera Cup, I wanted to give you another one-make championship. This one I haven't mentioned quite as often this year. I apologize, but nonetheless, we have a Lamborghini Super Trofeo happening this weekend. Actually, we have several happening this weekend. All the last rounds happening in Misano for the Europe Championship, the Asia Championship, the North America Championship, as well as the World Final overall for the Lamborghini Super Trofeo. And all of those are also for free for you to watch on YouTube. So definitely check that out as well if you have the time. Number 5, another channel favorite. I'm also wearing the number 93. Of course, 93 won't be on the grid this weekend because he is out for the year, but he's already become champion. Nonetheless, it's been an insane couple of races. Even the championship has already been decided. We already have the manufacturers championship. However, it's still fun racing. This weekend, they're heading to Portugal at the Algarve track, and you'll be able to watch that on their video pass. Of course, I'm talking about MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, and Moto E will be joining this weekend as well. I mean, we've had Raul Fernandez now winning a race. Of course, we had Alex win a race. We had Bez win multiple races. I mean, it's been a really fun season. Of course, it's been very Marc Marquez heavy, but now that he's not here, we have some other people getting some time to shine. So definitely tune into that this weekend. Even things are already decided, I think it's still fun racing to watch. Next up, for number 6, we are heading to the final round of the World Endurance Championship. This weekend, they have an 8-hour race in Bahrain, and it's been a really fun season. We had some really fun, intense races. We had some rain races. We had some really red flag, yellow flag heavy races. But nonetheless, I know my brother will for sure be tuning into it this weekend. Here in the US, you'll be able to watch that on HBO Max. And if you don't have HBO Max, you'll be able to watch it on the WEC TV app via their subscription. Next up, for number 7, let's go off the track. Another one of my personal favorites, the World Rally Championship. They're heading for round 13 out of 14 to Japan. So definitely tune into that. You'll be able to watch that on Rally TV or on YouTube. They also post some highlights. But for the full legs, which are already happening today, you'll be able to watch that on Rally TV. I think I want to try to watch more of it next year. I mean, I've just been really frustrated with the app this year, or last year, so I didn't sign up for it this year. So I think next year I want to go back to it just because it's just absolute insanity and I love watching it. So I think I want to make a commitment to being better about it next year and just fighting through the app. Maybe they've made an improvement since I've last tried it. On the website, it was better than the actual app. So we will see. If you're watching it currently and you're using the app, let me know what your experience is with it right now. Next up, for number 8, we're heading back onto two wheels for the FIM World Supercross Championship. They're heading into round 2 and they're going to Buenos Aires, Argentina. You'll be able to watch that on their own subscription service, the World Supercross Recast. From what I saw, it was like $90 for the season, which is, I mean, I guess that's okay, but it does add up if you get all the other subscriptions too. But yeah, definitely tune into that if you're interested. Since we're still early on into that season, we're currently into race 2 out of 5. Number 9, I can't believe we're at this point of the year where also the World of Outlaws are at the end of their season. This weekend is the World of Outlaws finals. This is for the late car models as well as for the sprint cars. So everything is coming to an end this weekend at the dirt track at Charlotte. So definitely tune into that via Flow Racing, another paid subscription, but you can still tune into it if you like and watch the final of their season this weekend. And last but not least, in number 10, I want to give a very special shout out. It's not because of the race necessarily itself, but because of where it's taking place. I'm talking about the ADAC or ADAC Supercross Cup, which is happening in Stuttgart, Germany. This is the town where my brother and I were raised to be adults, where we've grown up. So I want to give a special shout out to it. I would love to be there in person and watch it and be there for the experience. I saw that you'll be able to watch the highlights for sure on YouTube. However, I did find one link that you might be able to watch it online. I wasn't sure how real or legal the link is, so I'm not going to share it. But if you do a little bit of Googling, you'll be able to find it pretty quickly. But yeah, I just wanted to give it a shout out. When I saw it on the schedule, I was super excited because it is literally happening where we grew up. So I wanted to give it a very special shout out for this weekend. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 races that we recommend to you for this weekend. There are lots of channel favorites, some different ones in there as well. I know I'll be tuning into Formula One, of course. There's still lots to fight for. I'll probably also watch MotoGP. I know my brother will be watching the World Endurance Championship, and that will probably eat up most of our time that we have available for racing this weekend. But do let me know what you'll be tuning into this weekend. I'm always curious what other people are watching. And like I keep saying, if there's something not on my list that you are watching or that you recommend, do let me know. Either send us a message or put it in the comments below, and we'll keep it in mind for our future videos. I wish you a wonderful, exciting race weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday for our race weekend recaps and news. Have a good one. Bye-bye.